everything they buy, right? So this is fabulous fact. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and it's great looking cow. Hello, this is Godly True TV in Colorado Buff, Georgia Tech. I think definitely for the first quarter, Ontavious French, he's really amazing player. He's playing amazing. Two fumble recoveries.
Celebration prior to Colorado games for nearly 20 years. It does feel a lot different, though, with that man at the helm. There is a different vibe here in Boulder with Deion Sanders as the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. And you just feel it being in the facility yesterday and being around town the last couple of days. There's great energy and positivity surrounding this program. Despite all the losses, a lot of confidence, locally anyway, in this team. And a quarterback draw, Haynes King up the middle to the 24.
Haynes King is not that bad of a quarterback, but I think he really match his match in University of Colorado.
Take a deep breath. Okay, we've gotten a little bit of the nerves out of the way, the shakes, two fumbles now beside us. Take a deep breath. Let's put together a good drive. King keeps it and picks up the first down out to the 34. He has the most rushing.
They're doing good drives and they're running the ball, but I'm telling you,
I love him last year. Love when he gets on the perimeter. You're going to see him work out.
Colorado's another machine this year. My prediction for the record for this year is 11 and 1. You know, there's a lot of teams out there that can. There's a lot of teams out there that can definitely get a victory over Colorado, but this team is only going to get better from day 1 to game 2, game 3, only going to get better.
It is a challenge to deal with this Buster Faulkner run game. So many pulling offensive linemen, tight ends, the motions, the misdirections.
Yep. And Tavius French, man, this guy is exploding.
Ninth run play. It's the quarterback again. King, this time it's level.
Definitely. I feel Colorado's stopping the run.
Moving around a little slowly after that hit.
His King is getting slowed down. Hello. Root boy. Hello. I'm watching the Georgia Tech. Yeah. Georgia Tech is really feeling the heat right now. Hey, hello. Please like and subscribe. Godly True TV. Yes. Georgia Tech is really feeling the heat from the University of Colorado right now. Yeah, I'm watching football right now. I'm watching the game. I'm telling you. 2 fumbles in one game. That's something else. Oh, it's another pickoff. Oh my gosh.
Where we keep our cargo glides. Got our cooler.
Oh my gosh. Another pick.
Holding, number 58, offense.
Wow. I'm telling you.
Well, I mentioned the pulling guards.
Quincy Wiggins,
man.
man.
Really nice job getting vertical and getting in the backfield.
This year, Colorado is going to be something else. Thank you very much, Root Boy. I really appreciate a subscriber. Oh, man. DJ McKinney. I think this guy's gonna, if he continue and stay injury free, he's gonna be drafted #1 overall.
2 years ago, 16 picks, only 2 last year. But a big mistake there. Colorado takes over, and Salter's pass pulled in on the edge by Miller, but he's dumped immediately at the 31 for a loss of 3.
Thank you very much for subbing. I appreciate that. Yeah, this game is really exciting.
The outside receiver, great that negative play.
Okay, bye, Root Boy. I appreciate the subscription.
Trouble with the football and the snap, but Salter still able to get something out of it. Out to the 40, so
Caden Salter finally running the ball.
Savion Riley missed the tackle and would put Colorado back near the original line of scrimmage. Instead, they're in a manageable 3rd and 4.
Just comes good by Salter with staying calm. He mishandled that snap initially. And really a nice job on the offensive line, getting push, getting movement, and opening up some space for Salter to move the football. To get Salter on the edge with one pass option here.
Instead, from the pocket, Salter throws, and the catch is made. What a great catch.
Wow, it's a great catch.
Spalding, who the Georgia Tech coaches love.
Michael Welch.
He got the stick, and it's 4th down. I think you punted. I know it's very
Hello, 600 Plant Life. It sounds like you're in something healthy. I appreciate that.
Coach Sanders makes the decision. He tries to punt you out in the field.
Let's go, Colorado. If we can put it like a 14 points going into the half, it would be really good.
He can pin the Yellow Jackets inside the 10. Reeves' first punt wasn't good. This one much better. Bounces at the 10, scooped on the 5 by Rivers. Grabbed by the 1-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at about the 3.
Wow. That jersey is pretty big. My favorite color is blue. Hey, Clash Edit 23.
And it's Rivers trying to make a play, but nowhere to go. Great coverage by the Buffaloes.
Man, this Colorado defense is on another level, man. LSU, Clemson, Alabama, Florida State. Those are really good names.
Emotional, defiant.
One thing I realize is that, man, this Colorado defense has really stepped up. They're not playing no games this year. I think probably gonna be like #2 or #1 defense in the country right now. Top 5 at least.
Hip-hop isn't just music.
How's everyone doing? Please like and subscribe. Godly Truth TV reviewing Georgia Tech Colorado game.
Coach
We want to see a victory today.
Georgia Tech fans love to.
Man, you got to wonder about that confidence right now. This has been disastrous, and they're backed up again on their own too. Came to throw over 9 900 plays.
Mm-hmm.
Plays in this game, 3
Georgia
turnovers.
Tech finally feeling the heat.
Yesterday, the Georgia Tech head coach so
Colorado all over.
this maybe was the year. And we're only down 7-0, but man, you got to wonder about that confidence right now. This has been disastrous. And they're backed up again on their own, too. Came to throw from the end zone and taking a shot downfield. It's off target with flags fly. Isaiah Canyon, the intended receiver, with Tion Parks in coverage.
Tion Parks.
We asked Buster Faulkner, the offensive coordinator.
Calm down, man. Calm down. Take a breather. You're going to win this game.
Pass interference, number 3. Defense, 15-yard penalty, first down. Well, Tion Parks is not in bad position, but he gets a fistful of jersey, makes this a very easy call for the official. He's grabbing, he's pulling, he's tugging. An easy flag there, drawn by Isaiah Canyon.
Canyon did have the face mask with Parks, but it looked like that was after Parks was grabbing and pulling at the arm and in the jersey. So they give it some breathing room out to the 17-yard line. And here's the backup tailback.
Mm-hmm. Got some breathing room, but you can't go nowhere, huh? What's your favorite color is blue.
It's a really good play by Keith Wade. He worked on 2 blocks.
Game stream on NCAAH.com. Hello.
The last 5 games of the year, and they think Keith Wade could be a staple off the edge for this Buffalo defense.
King on second and 8. Pressure up the middle. King, a jump pass, and he completes it for a first down to Stockton out to the 30-yard line. Boy, what a dangerous play by Haynes King. Well, he made it happen nonetheless for 11 yards.
Robert Livingston going to dial it up, and it comes scot-free. But a great job. Haynes King just going to slide to his left. He's still got players in his face and all around him. What a find of Bailey Stockton. Poised there under duress.
Man, Haynes King is under pressure.
He was a little slow to get up again. He's taken a couple of shots here in the first quarter.
Man.
They run it up the gut, and it's Mosley to the 33-yard line. Running the ball hasn't been a problem so far in this game. They've got more than 55 rushing yards here early on.
Georgia Tech. You're good at running the ball and doing all these options and reads and all that stuff, but you met another animal. Colorado something else, man. This defense is on a high right now.
They're going to hand it off to Rivers on the jet sweep. They run that play 3 times, and Rivers is dangerous. Maybe a touchdown-saving tackle there at the 42-yard line by Stoutmeyer.
I don't like the way Colorado's tackling is a little bit too loose.
The perimeter blocking has been so good. Multiple tight ends outside. And Jamal Haynes, just watch these guys go to work here. Half and a half in a crease right there for the speed from Eric Rivers to get it downhill.
They're keeping on the ground here with Mosley off the left side. Check that. Haynes down to the
Yes, everyone on my live. I'm watching the Colorado versus Georgia Tech game. It's a really exciting game. A lot of pressure in this game.
Second down, over the middle. And the catch made by Stockton again. Close to the line to gain. It appears to be short by about a half yard.
Stockton, Georgia Tech, moving the chains.
With the size that he brings to the table, the physicality he runs with, call his number in short yard situations like this.
Georgia Tech goes 2 back with Haynes and Mosley. And it's the first man through. Mosley with the first down.
First down.
Down to 22. 2.
For Georgia Tech.
9.
That's right here. This left guard does a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Moore just kick out right there on that 3 technique, open up that hole, and the quick hitter works perfectly to move the snare. Jamal Haynes just keeps those legs churning in the forward lead. A nice pickup on first down.
Colorado need to step it up in this defense. Defense is more aggressive.
The game and play clocks at the end of the first. Could be the final play of the quarter. Second and 5. Again, they go to 2 back. That's Haynes shifted and he's the ball carrier. And he's loose, but tripped up at the 10. Otherwise, he probably scores. Jamal Haynes just keeps those legs churning in the forward lead. Nice pickup on first down.
Defense has to show it big right now. Run the ball.
Could be the final play of the quarter.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just
Georgia Tech
$2.
is playing pretty good for the team that's losing. They're running the ball real well.
Another way to get to counter. It's a hot start for the Colorado Buffaloes. They had 3 takeaways, and they got an early lead here in Boulder.
I think they need to tackle more better. Colorado tackling is not that great right now.
People are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew. And at Wendy's.
Yeah, I think definitely this year they're gonna do probably like 11-1, or at worst 10-2.
Want to amplify the value of it.
Yeah, this year is gonna be a really good year for Colorado. I think as they get in the groove,
And Coach Kelly saying
they can do better.
The opportunity to sustain success.
Empty set here. Salter on 3rd down and short. With time, everybody covered. Salter.
Mm-hmm.
Over the end zone. And it's pulled in for a touchdown by
DeKellen Taylor.
It's not just the Broncos gearing up. College football is here too. The first game of the season kicked off today. Also, our Buffs take the field Friday at home against Georgia Tech. Coach Prime's still running the show, and Dimmer 7's Claire Lazoera shows how Folsom Field is getting a
Life is doing well.
To match that energy.
I'm not
At CU Boulder, the countdown to
100%,
kickoff is on.
you know, there
This
on
is
everything, but
unmatched.
everything's
Whether you're an
alright.
alumni
Things are gonna get better.
And it's only gotten better every year.
or first-time fans like Jake Summer and Max Pollock,
I think it's going to be an incredible atmosphere.
Boulder is betting on an improved experience
Low
in and around
quality
Folsom Field.
Delaware
And this season,
thing.
the 3rd season of the Coach Prime era, it's all about
How's
games
your
and game
how's
days.
life with you?
We're committed to providing a top-notch experience for every fan.
Buffs athletic director Rick George revealing some of the improvements on X 1 week before Friday night's kickoff against Georgia Tech.
From exciting new food and beverage.
They have run the ball very well here in the first quarter. Over 100 rushing yards. Nothing to show for it yet. They are on the 10-yard line, first and goal. They turned it over 3 times, twice in Colorado territory. Low snap, Haynes off the left side. Dragged down after a 2-yard gain. Taylor caught up with Brent Keith.
Coach, 3 turnovers, but a chance to tie the game. What do you make of your start?
Well, you just said it. Had 3 turnovers. I mean, it's golly. We got a ball exchange issue, a snap issue, and then we throw an interception right there. And, you know, we're moving the ball. Right? We can't turn the ball over. That's not characteristic of us. Right? We can't do it. It's got to stop. And we got to fix those things. The defense made a good play on the corner there, stopping the yard short. But, you know, beating ourselves, and we got to correct those things. We're still moving the ball over. It continues now. Penalty flags are down. Looked like there was a hold on Georgia Tech as Haynes King had to sprint out of the pocket, being chased by French, who's already got 2 fumble recoveries in this first half.
Man, Antavius French, man.
Holding, number 72, offense, 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
And Malachi Carney, transfer from South Alabama on the right side. He's going to get a piece of Art Walker working off the edge. He comes late, going to get the ground. Draw the flag. He takes another shot.
Wow.
Touchdown, Dave. Antavius French puts him down.
Antavius French, man, he's playing out of his shirt.
Got up slow once again from the turf.
Second and goal on the 18 after the penalty. King to the air. With time, pass is deflected and almost picked up. It hit the ground before Hughes.
Wow.
Popped into his hands. Jaheim Otis, the Alabama transfer, got a hand up. 3rd down to go.
Well, Jaheim Otis is big, man. He's 6'5", he's 330. Watch him just walk back this offensive line, and he plays this perfectly. Almost 2 gaps in on the guard. Harrison Moore.
Wow.
And right times it perfectly. Gets that hand.
Jaheim Otis is playing amazing. Block the ball.
Safe and run the ball. Down with 15 yards.
Georgia Tech is playing it safe because they know if they throw the ball in the air, it's going to get picked off. Yeah.
Just saying, hey, we just need to get points on the board, get something from this drive. Don't drag the start on the 1-yard line.
Aiden Burke. 32-yard field goal try.
Georgia Tech trying to kick a field goal.
And finally, Georgia Tech on the board.
3 points. Okay.
It's 7-3 here in Boulder on opening night.
Man, I think Prime got to get Octavius French a chain, a bracelet, and a watch, man.
First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's the rule.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering house.
Touchdown! They settle for overtime. They're trying to beat their rival now. The 2-point attempt. Go for it. They gotta go for those. Go for those. Go for those. Go for those.
Georgia Tech is really fighting back, even though they're losing.
It's going to be a completion. It's like he wouldn't throw it if it's not a completion. And I said,
This is the one who never stops. She works around the clock and knows when it's all on the line. Having the right supplies makes all the difference. The industrial grade products you need. Call quickgranger.com or stop by.
Power extra set. Extra sound, extra game.
Auburn,
Toyota crowd, we're
Colorado, Georgia Tech.
I'm surprised Byron isn't playing. What happened to my balls?
Georgia Tech, Colorado.
I could not be any more excited about Friday, August 29th. Yes, a Friday game, 5 p.m. at Folsom Field in Boulder, Colorado. We got Georgia Tech leaving Atlanta, going all the way, flying over the Rocky Mountains to take on the fighting Deion Sanders. big
The
Buffalo.
Buffaloes. The Fighting Irish. The Fighting
That's
Buffaloes.
causing me to lose all of my vision and hearing at the same time. I'm a fighter, trying to hold on to what I still have.
I understand. I'm cool with that. But right now,
in the altitude though.
I can say Colorado's fast. Altitude or no altitude. Like, I think they're fast. I see Colorado, like, getting at the ball, getting at the quarterback. I see them flying around. They got interceptions. Colorado is fast. Which is giving me a
Colorado's more than fast.
When I saw Cincy yesterday, I said, oh, Lord. Cincy might be a contender. Because we saw was it week 0? We saw 2 Big 12 teams play in week 0. And they did not impress me like that. It was a good game, but I was not impressed. The only team so far that has impressed me is Cincy. And right now, Colorado's speed is impressing me. I'm telling you, man, don't let me get comfortable around here. My predictions are going to be on point, boy. I'm telling you, don't
11
let
and
me get
1.
comfortable.
Golly, TV said it here. 11 and 1.
Has anybody else settled on anything, any aspect? The O-line, the D-line. Has anybody else settled on anything? Are you ready to stick with it?
Says, isn't that a great feeling too, man? On the road, receiver, catching a little out cut, and all you see is green grass. It's a beautiful feeling.
Hey, those folks made a journey. Wagner fan. It's over 1,200 miles from here to Staten Island. So those that did come from the campus, Grimes Hill, there on Staten.
My man's building his
Colorado,
credit score with
Georgia
everyday
Tech.
purchases. Mama, there goes that man.
Holding, number 85. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still first down. On the tight end, Zach Atkins. Here's Taylor.
Before the game, Deion Sanders told me, thank goodness they're playing on their brand new turf field that was installed this offseason. He said if it was still the regular grass, it would have been slippery all game. But this turf, instead of the usual rubber pallets, actually has this wood filled in between the grass, so it better handles the moisture. And so the plan and the hope is that it's not as slippery as grass would have been, Dave.
Well, it was pouring down rain too, Taylor, an hour before the game. Salter looking for some running room, and he's brought down for another negative play at the 14, loss of 1.
Well, that's an outstanding play by the freshman.
Yeah, Salter not passing the ball. So the running is not, doing it. All you do is just pass the ball.
Nice job keeping contained and helping create that negative play.
Not only did we find out before the game he was going to start, they didn't even tell us about who he was yesterday. We didn't even hear his name until we were told to add him to our depth chart right before kickoff. For another negative play at the 14, loss of 1.
Well, that's an outstanding play by the freshman, making his first start. That's Andre Fuller Jr. And we just found out before the game that he was going to start tonight. Had a really good camp, had an excellent week of practice, and a nice job keeping contained and helping create that negative play.
Not only did we find out before the game he was going to start, they didn't even tell us about who he was yesterday. We didn't even hear his name until we were told to add him to our depth chart right before kickoff. Second down and 21 in the Colorado 14. The Buffaloes keep it on the clock. And a first, Simeon Price up to the 29. Another penalty marker is thrown, though. And Colorado starting to march backwards. That could negate a 15-yard pickup. Well, now Colorado is saying it's on Georgia Tech. They started walking back to the huddle as if they thought, well, we just got busted for a hold.
Personal foul.
It's against
Face
Georgia
mask,
Tech.
number 1. Defense, 50-yard penalty. We added to the end of the first down.
So that's on Cannon Spaulding.
Travis Hunter.
And that will put the ball out at the 45. yard line for Colorado.
What's outstanding interior blocking, and it's going to be Zarian McGill who gets up.
Shout out to Shavis Hunter, the GOAT. One of the greatest players in Colorado history, Travis Hunter.
Turns of a face mask. To Kalen Taylor, get in the backfield, keeps his balance, fighting for yardage, and picks up a couple.
Running the ball. Sometimes it gets really boring running the ball, man. Tell me, no lie.
Former Incarnate Word alum, put together a phenomenal season last year. Be intrigued to see what he does this year at Tennessee.
And the new quarterback in Miami, Carson Beck, Miami Notre Dame, Sunday night, ABC. Price, net in the hole, and maybe two. Jai Gilmore with the hit, third down.
Jai Gilmore shot out of a cannon from the safety position, flying downhill to meet Price.
Jai Gilmore. Caleb Salters moving the chains slowly.
Getting pressure on the quarterback a year ago, just 18 sacks. New defensive coordinator Blake Gideon said that is a big point of emphasis to create more pressure, create more negative plays. Got them stacked at the line of scrimmage here on third down.
Meanwhile, Colorado gave up the 6th most sacks last year. Salter trying to set up a screen, in trouble, and Salter throws it away at the last second before he's dragged down. Outside the pocket.
Throwing the ball away, I think that's a good decision.
Also almost had a sack for Georgia Tech.
Feldman, Jordan before, he's going to come pretty much scot-free right up the A-gap. Get good pressure off the edge as well. Nice job rushing in tandem. Looked like they were trying to set the screen up, but Caden Salter unable to get the ball out there. There's offensive lineman out front, but Caden Salter, that pressure was so in his face so quickly, he had to retreat. And a good stop by Georgia Tech to force the punt.
Eric Rivers is the deep man again for Georgia Tech. He was wearing number 43 earlier. That's because there were two
ball
guys
by Colorado.
that wear number 3 normally, so he was wearing the flip jersey. Now he's back to number 3, the only number 3 out there for Tech. And as that punt cuts the left sideline, and it's touched by Colorado before it enters the end zone. Boy, Isaiah Hart just made some great plays as the gunner for Colorado. Now they're sending the ball across the plate, so it's a touchback. It's going to come out to the 20. Colorado's still celebrating. I don't think they heard the official rule touchback. The fans just saw it on the Jumbotron. All it has to do is cross the plane in the air, and it's a touchback, and it appears that that was the case.
I was paying for my ex's meal delivery subscription for a year after we broke up, and I'd still be paying for it if it wasn't for Rocket Money, an app that shows you all your subscriptions in one place, and you can cancel the ones you don't want with just a few taps. Take control of your finances with Rocket Money today.
Georgia Tech is creeping up in Colorado.
Don't want with just a few taps.
And pests. And I can smell it from a mile off. Except now there's this Orkin Pro. I'm smart enough to know when the party's over. Oh, fuck you. Okay, go home, Larry. Orkin. The mission. Sneak inside. Give out Pepsi. To enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Any hand topping
crust, pan, thin crust, or New York style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Last time you got
Sausage, bacon, chicken, spinach, beef, buffalo sauce.
What are you gonna get this time? Get Domino's $9.99.
Georgia Tech,
Pepsi and
Colorado.
hot dogs.
Babe, I miss that.
Yo, what's poppin'? People, your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. You know how we do. Before we get started, you know, we gotta give a shout out to you, the viewer, for taking the time out to watch this video.
Georgia Tech,
This is healthcare. This is
University
work.
of Colorado.
I'm Serena Williams.
It's his final show tomorrow ahead of Ohio State and Texas. And it was 2 years ago before Colorado played Colorado State. He put on the Buffalo in his 400th headgear selection with the Rock in the house. First time he did it was back in 1996. Pretty good record for Coach.
The GOAT. Unbelievable what he's meant to college football.
Haynes King with a dump off, and the ball's on the ground. It was not secure. It's an incomplete pass. Jamal Haynes never had control.
It's a rare miss right there between those two. Yeah, Jamal Haynes wide open out in the flats with a blocker out in front. And that pass just a little behind him, but still a pass that you expect Jamal Haynes to come up with.
Haynes King 4 of 7 with the interception so far. Last year, 73% completion rate. King looking for room, trying to spin away from one man down at the 19 by Quincy.
Yes, the Colorado defense is getting to Georgia Tech.
Well, it's Brandon Davis White who's going to make the initial pressure. And then you're going to see Wiggins who's going to come in and be able to get the sack. Really nice job working together. Inside pressure.
Quincy Wiggins.
Wiggins right there to take him down. Well done by the front for the Buffaloes.
Gave up just 9 sacks last year, third in the country, and a school record. They've had trouble protecting King so far. And now he's a third and obvious. Everybody cover, King, flag down, and King is down as well at the 14.
Wow. They all over his King, man. They on top of his head, on his shoulder, on his feet, on his back.
Holding number 9, defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
It's on Tyrekus Davis, the nickel, way away from where the quarterback was.
Gonna come right here. Grabs a little bit in the backside of the jersey. It's not terrible, but he does. He gets beat inside, grabs that jersey, and draws the flag. Against an excellent pass rush there for Colorado on back-to-back plays.
Deion Sanders told us yesterday we got to cut down the penalties. We were awful in that.
Yeah, penalties are holding Colorado Buffaloes back.
They run the jet sweep again this time. It's Rivers, and he scoots out play at about the 35-yard
Jet
line.
sweep for Georgia Tech.
Back in a while. When Alfred Rangers, Jason Grader reported, he's their best receiver, but Eric Rivers is very dangerous. Transfer from FIU.
Huge addition they made from FIU. They lose Eric Singleton, they gain Eric Rivers, and we've seen that speed. Told us it was the lead speed that he has, and they expect him to play a huge role here within this offense this season.
King gets hit, delivers the pass, and it's a first down and Walker stopped it. On a play inside the Colorado 45. There was pressure from French, and King did well to get rid of that ball quickly.
Maybe Stockton has been the go-to guy here in this first half for Georgia Tech outside. And just poorly played by DJ McKinney, who's typically so good. Doesn't leverage the football, gets caught inside, allows Stockton to get to the perimeter, and a huge pickup to move the sticks for the Yellow Jackets.
4 catches, 48 yards. for Stockton. 33 of those after the catch. Penalty mark.
I was helping vacuum the car when suddenly my favorite.
Georgia Tech is getting closer and closer.
And all starting in Columbus with College Game Day. Swinging it out to Mosley. He's got room inside the 40, inside the 30, and Mosley all the way to the 22. They're starting to wear Colorado out on the perimeter with some short passing, and a gain of 25 Mosley on the run.
Just a flare screen outside. He's got blockers out in front. Good perimeter blocking once again. I feel like I've got a broken record saying that here today, but Malachi Mosley was outstanding in Pitt. Was an All-American there at the FCS level. And
Georgia Tech is getting closer and closer to Colorado.
And they have over 200 yards as a team now of offense here in the first half. Out of an empty set, King, another quick pass to the edge. And an excellent open field tackle that time by Sean Myers. Zion Taylor caught the ball at the line of scrimmage.
it's an area that they thought they really upgraded this Colorado defense. Don England, the defensive coordinator, Robert Livingston, loves the athleticism of these linebackers.
Colorado gotta be careful with Georgia Tech.
Year 2 for Livingston, longtime assistant coach for the Cincinnati Bengals. King facing a 4-man rush, slings it, complete. Inside the 15 is Rivers. First down at the 13.
I love this route. Just work a little curl scheme, back to the football, and good strong hands on the pass delivered from Haynes King. Pockets clean, step through that throw. A nice connection. Haynes King is new target.
Seems like King has really settled into the game now. He's completed his last 4 passes since the interception. First down at the 12. Stockton the ball carrier. And down about the 7-yard line.
Georgia Tech is wearing down Colorado defense.
Dusty is being featured here in the first half. Protect.
Hand it to him, throw it to him. Just continue to contribute to this offense. And speaking of contribute, Jamar Haynes just delivered a devastating block on the perimeter. These running backs, when the ball's not in their hands, they are still lively within this play. Just shows great key demands from everybody on this offense, on this team to play physical.
Inside the 10 for the second time. And settle for 3 last time. Design run for Haynes King. Lowers his shoulder. He'll come up short of the first down by about a yard. It'll be 3rd down. Oak and Lolan in there first. For Colorado. Brandon Davis Swain, true freshman starting defensive tackle, just had his helmet pop off, so he's got to come out for a play.
Brandon Davis did a great job. Everyone like, share, subscribe.
Keeps it, and King hit the 1, but Powers is way across. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. More rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in FBS the last 2 seasons.
Here's Hosley. He's going to get a key block out in front. Fake it to him, and Haynes King just going to follow him. It's just enough of that linebacker coming down. Haynes King lowers the shoulder, gets to the end zone for the first Georgia Tech touchdown of the season.
So despite being -3 in the turnover ratio, they lead the game 10-7 after the extra point by Aiden Burke. 4:33 to go in the first half.
Well, this is exactly what this offense is about. Physicality and a veteran quarterback. Haynes King finds the end zone.
Haynes King finds the end zone. Georgia Tech leading Colorado.
And I'm always scouting.
Coach here, and it's my mission to help sports fans level up with the all-new ESPN app. It has live sports, multi-league, fantasy, and stream center. The best way to watch live sports just got way more awesome. All of ESPN, all in one place.
You're losing up to 1% of your skin's collagen each year starting in your 20s. Neutrogena Collagen Bank 15% pure vitamin C.
Like, you're in the league. That's my first time. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm in the league.
Hey, man, I'm going to put my paws on you. LeJohntay Weston. Hey, man, it's a bad man. I made a video about LeJohntay in a second. And it was really because there was not a lot of positive things to say about LeJohntay. You see, he struggled last weekend, and I think we actually talked about it in a little bit in our preseason wrap-up. But yeah, he had a rough go of it. He had some drop passes. There was a pick thrown that, his way. I don't know how it was his fault, but you know what I'm saying? People try to prescribe him the blame for that. But more importantly, is that today, it's a good day. It's a good day for LeJohntay. So we're going to watch a few things, look at a few things, look at some box score, but just check out.
We were running the ball pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It's like we get away from the stuff. I don't know, bro. Just never been a fan of Pat Shermer's scheme, you know what I mean? Like, it was different with Shador there, you know what I mean? You're talking about the most accurate quarterback in college football history, bro. Like,
football?
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is someone clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
US Open on ESPN and available streaming.
Georgia Tech versus Colorado.
It's the dawn of a new season.
Kind of looks tough right now for Colorado, but I think we're gonna get over it.
Now it's Austin on the ground. Auburn's just tacked on a field goal as well, and they're running away in Waco. Full scores and highlights from around the country at the half. Dave.
What did you think of Auburn coming into the year, Dustin?
I didn't know. I thought it was a huge question mark. They're talented at wide receiver, good offensive line, talented on defense. So many questions. Could Jackson Arnold get it right? An impressive start for them against a good Baylor team there in Waco.
Georgia Tech leading for the first time. Another touchback. Colorado will start on the 25, or Labor Day weekend on ABC, and ESPN rolls on tomorrow. It starts at noon Eastern in Atlanta. Syracuse and Tennessee, Alabama, Florida State to follow, and Saturday Night Football, LSU.
Wow, that's going to be a big game.
2 games on Sunday, one on ESPN, South Carolina,
Georgia
Virginia
Tech,
Tech, ABC,
South Carolina,
and then Bill Belichick's
Notre Dame,
LSU Clemson. Here's my question. LSU rebuilt offensive line. Can they block the front of Clemson? They got Peter Woods, who's going to be a first-round pick. They got TJ Parker, one of the best pass rushers in the country. What can LSU's offensive line do against that front? It's going to be a huge factor and key in tomorrow night's matchup.
Clemson coming off a college football playoff appearance. Its quarterback, Cade Klubnik, returns. Colorado going back to the ground game with the quarterback Salter keeping. And he's thrown forward, close to a first down, and he's got it. It's a gain of 11.
Central Chevrolet is the area's used car superstore.
Kaden Salter just went 11 yards.
Chevys, Toyotas, Cadillac, GMC, Nissan, almost any brand.
All like new for less.
Ooh, Kayla, hello, whoever you are. Like and subscribe, please. Like and subscribe.
Again, and this time gets drilled by Omar Daniels, the free safety, after a pick up of 3.
Wade Gideon, first time ever calling plays. He comes over from Texas. well-respected, highly regarded, young, talented coach. And he really had to work with this secondary. And one thing he wanted to work on was tackling and leverage tackling. Nice job there on first down with the tackle coming from the back end.
And Gideon is Tech Sport defensive coordinator in the last 4 years. Salter to throw. Throws to the flat, and what a terrific play, but keeping his balance was Price. Or no, he did go down after Daniels made the hit in the backfield for a loss of about 4.
Well, you can see Omar Daniels, he reads this, and he plays it so well. He's going to start to creep down as that motion comes, sifts through, works right before Zach Atkins can get out in front. A nice job, catch tackle from the safety, Omar Daniels. Back-to-back plays for the fifth-year senior.
Without a player like Travis Hunter or the experience of Shedeur Sanders, even though Caden Salter's experience, it's his first start in this environment. Salter put a quarterback at 3rd and 10. He throws it deep, he's got a receiver, and it's pulled in inside the 30-yard line by Omarion Miller.
Omarion Miller in the building.
40-yard downfield. Well, he's got time. He steps into the pass, and the safety doesn't get over the top, and a dime delivers. Good concentration on the sidelines and adjustment from Omarion Miller. Huge third-down conversion, and a confidence-building throw for Caden Salter.
Yeah, he needed that with the way things have been going for the offense. And that movement on the right side of the line by Kareem Clark.
55. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
For 20 years, All-State has celebrated every field goal
Wow.
point made and participating
Penalties are really bringing down Colorado in this game.
Athletic Scholarship Fund, supporting all student athletes. Thank you, All-State. Closing in on the 2-minute timeout. Colorado may just take it down here. Each team with all of its timeouts remaining. They will snap it at 2:02. And Salter waiting for some blockers. Actually looked like if he would have cut it upfield initially, he might have had some room. Maybe a little too patient that time. Only got 1 yard. 1:54 to go. We hit the 2-minute timeout.
Doesn't look good for Colorado.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV,
But I hope things
Jason
can turn
Kelce can
around.
watch every game.
This month at Mitchell Volvo Cars in Simsbury, get 1.99% financing on a new Volvo XC40.
DA, you said holla back. El Nino, I don't even know what you're talking about, El Nino. I think El Nino is just trolling, to be honest with you. Avi Bat says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They hadn't even got set. Yeah, it's weird. Hey, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what am I looking at right now? That's probably one of my favorite things. Hey, y'all remember, it's the cameraman's first game, too, now. It's his first game of the season, too.
Georgia Tech, Colorado. It's going to be a battle.
Run. Yes, sir, baby. Run.
Battle.
Hey, Texas Tech. That was. Talking about other position coaches and grad assistants that are on the sideline. Like a volunteer could be Randy Moss. He can come in for a week or two and volunteer.
No, I've never been on one either.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin punches back hard.
Georgia Tech, Colorado.
Punch. The power of Claritin punches back.
One either.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of...
This is going to be a battle between Georgia Tech and Colorado. It seems like it's not going to finish right now. It's going to keep on going.
The journey just started, it was a challenge to make it. Now there's new challenges, it's nothing like you can't get satisfied. They do a good job reminding me that. I do a good job reminding myself that. So it's just like, it's a good thing to keep me grounded. I haven't made it yet. I'm living a dream, but I'm not living my dream. Obviously you have to there's still things that I need to accomplish. I was eating breakfast actually, and then Jan Gladstone, he put his hand on my shoulder, and I was like, please, God. And I looked up at him. He's like, I got a big smile on his face. I'm like, oh. He's like, congrats. And I was like, seriously? It was kind of surreal. I'm like, really? Cool. So after that, I told my dad. That's the first person I told him because he's been with me during football since I can remember. So.
What did your dad tell you once you told him that you made the roster?
You know, it's nothing I haven't done before. You know, I walked on in college, so it's kind of just a same scenario.
Chances to do what you love with who you love. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about
Colorado, Georgia Tech on the way. It's going to be a tough battle today.
And about the medications you take. The most common side effects will not.
This was a bomber away. Coach Pond showing fire and intensity, talking first to his quarterback and then some coaches and players. Boy, he was really energized yesterday. And he told us, obviously, it's been a fight after having to go through what he went through in the spring. He was diagnosed with bladder cancer and had to go through surgery to have his bladder removed. So
wow.
He doesn't have great energy, but he was pretty fired up to talk to him yesterday. He's fired up. He's fired about the future of this program. And he doesn't think they're taking any step back whatsoever. And it was great to tell them that the spirits were high and the energy was up. Still bringing the juice down there here tonight. So Coach after that second down, he wants his defense gets done. They would put the ball in the better quarterback King's hands. So now 3rd and 10. Be interesting to see here what Pat Shermer does. And would you keep it on your points? No, I mean, I'm not trying to move the stakes to get closer. I mean,
I don't think Case Salty understand the plays or something. Come on, Case. What the old line is,
I still see some offensive line problems from last year coming through again.
Something does a nice job of avoiding the initial pressure. Just trying to get something out of nothing. But we see now multiple times on 3rd down. He's down up the pressure on these 3rd down situations.
Let's bring in Juju Lewis. See what he do.
This is the first time Ken Salter will play in this type of atmosphere. And when I was trying to listen into what Gian was saying to Salter, I kept seeing Salter cover up his ears as if he was having a hard time hearing what the coaches were saying. So just perspective.
I thought that. I knew it was something he can't hear.
Okay. Caden Salter cannot hear the coaches and the messages coming through.
Let's go, Mom.
And this one is dead center to tie the game at 10.
10-10 you are. Love Mom.
Incredible opening weekend of college football. ESPN and ABC.
Georgia Tech and Colorado is a battle right now. 10-10. Tied with the Titans.
TCU at 8 Eastern time. It's also available streaming on the
You sure did. Sovereign Queen, you sure said it. You called it.
South Alabama, not him to run this offense. But they have a ton of faces. There hasn't been
NFL career as a head coach. 16 Super Bowl champ. 33 season playoff wins. Regular season playoff wins. Bill Belichick, North Carolina. Colorado versus Georgia Tech. Colorado's punting the ball off, kicking the ball off to Georgia Tech.
Will hammer it deep again. So Georgia Tech, one timeout left. You're inside 2 minutes, so the clock will stop on its first down to reset the chains.
Well, I thought they had a huge penalty too. They flipped it all day. But a nice perimeter throw. Get the ball out there on the perimeter. To Bailey Stockton. Another perimeter throw. The perimeter blocking has been so good. This time pushing down the field to Eric Rivers, the new toy that they brought in. And called her number. James King at his best. Running between the tackles, he lowers the shoulder and gets to the end zone now.
Colorado Buffaloes.
But they brought in and call your own number, and Haynes King at his best when he's running between the tackles, he lowers the shoulder and gets to the end zone. Now let's see him work here in a 2-minute drill, 1:39 and 1 timeout to go.
Haynes running on first down, goes high up in the air and down at the 30-yard line. Tangled up with Bailey Stockton, a receiver trying to block out there in the perimeter. So a game of about 5, and the clock is moving.
Colorado need to stop this run and get to the quarterback.
He's King and signaling with the line of scrimmage. Change the play.
And run Haynes again, first down and more. So the clock will stop momentarily, but with the chain set, and runner on the ready for play for the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back runs here. He used those timeouts to get the football back, but you have to see Haynes King put the ball in the air.
He's completed his last 4 passes, threw an interception, also 2 lost fumbles for Georgia Tech. Yet the game is tied in the final minute of the second quarter. King gets hit from the pocket and plays it out of bounds.
Haynes King, Colorado defensive line getting to Haynes King. They're getting on his neck.
Davis Wayne has been really good. He's just going to walk Harrison Moore to the quarterback, and a nice job getting off the block, arm over for a Georgia Tech offensive line that did not allow pressure a season ago. They've got some new pieces working in, but hats off to this Colorado front. They've done a nice job here in the first half.
That's 8 or 9 hits now on Haynes King so far in this game. 49 seconds left. Still a 1 timeout. 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Haynes cuts it back, being chased, and goes out of bounds. He got pushed.
Yeah, get him. Yes, Colorado, bring him down.
So the clock stopped now with 42 seconds left, and that could benefit Colorado, perhaps.
Well, that's really good defense. Anquan Barnes Jr., the nose tackle, he set that point. He forced Jamal Haynes to cut it back in good pursuit to the football.
Get to the football, Colorado. Get to the football.
And they protect Haynes King here. We're seeing a lot of success from this front for Colorado.
Right, they haven't needed to bring pressure today. Now something here to dial it up.
And who's going to bring 4 and get home?
That's what they'll do. King on 3rd down. Steps up to run. Makes a man miss. And picks up a first down ball. Outside the 40. And runs to the sideline at the 34-yard line with 34
Yeah, I think Colorado's tackling is too weak, man.
This is so well timed and so well called. This is a design draw. Late draw. He fakes the throw out to the flats. Offensive line doing work, sticking with their blocks. And then Haynes King with good vision finds a crease. And a huge pickup on that 3rd down.
Still the 1 timeout. Their kicker, Aiden Burke, made a 51-yard field goal last year. So they're in his range.
Haynes King will bring Georgia Tech forward.
King across the middle. Big hit that time by Hughes after the catch from Rivers. And the clock at 25 seconds.
Haynes King. You're doing a great job, man. Keep your head up.
Good catch tackle there from Colorado.
Looking at some notable aces.
Central Chevrolet is the area's used car superstore.
All like new for less.
Tons of used vehicles to choose from. Chevy.
Yeah, man. It's insane the way people hating, bro. Insane, bro. 3rd and 7, y'all. Quarterback gonna take off and get that first down, too. Quarterback got a lot of yardage. The quarterback got in the field goal range, y'all. Man, he got in the field.
get up off that guy. Good job, Reggie Hugh.
It's that good Irish defense. Really big weekend for both the ACC and Big 12 in terms of earning early credibility with the eventual college football playoff selection committee. Last year, the ACC got 2 teams in the 12-team field, Clemson and SMU. Big 12 had 1 in Arizona State, a team nobody thought would get in. They are the highest-ranked Big 12 team, number 11, coming into the year.
Big 12 versus ACC. Georgia Tech versus Colorado University. Buffaloes.
No timeouts left for Georgia Tech. 2nd and 9 from the 33 at Colorado. Again, Haynes King changing things up. Play clock down to 5. Run play. Mosley gets through a hole and wrapped up at the 26-yard line. You a little surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that. Haynes King checked into it, and they're not. I think they're just going to spike it and play for the field goal.
It's 3rd and 2. Got to run play, get spike it now, right?
Again, I think they're just playing for the field goal at this point.
Certainly looks at it. Yeah, he waited long enough there to snap and spike it. I would have thought, I mean, they're breaking tackles between the tackles. Why not hand it off there?
Well, if you hand it off and you get tackled, you're not going to have time. It'd be tough to run a field goal if you're on the field.
Well, that's because they waited so long. They just got up there and snapped it quickly, maybe not. But they're able to spike it with 4 seconds left. Looking for a lead going into the locker room before a 3-yard try by Aiden Burke.
Georgia Tech for the lead, going into the locker room.
And this one's good. And it'll be a 3-point Georgia Tech advantage despite 3 turnovers at halftime.
You got to feel great if you're Brent Key. The way this game started, your first 3 possessions of the season all result in turnovers, yet you find a way to weather the storm and take a halftime lead. Here's you going.
Colorado will get the ball to start the second half. And with Coach Bond, here's Taylor.
Thanks, Dave. Coach, we've seen you have conversations with your quarterback, Caden Salter, on the sideline. What are you telling him?
Communication. It's like somebody's talking to him, and he wants to clear. He wants clarity on everything. He's playing good, a solid game. We just got to be more productive offensively. We started off game going right down the dirt field, then we had some hiccups. Defensively, I think is a couple bad plays on 3rd down, and that's why they're up right now.
Thank you, Coach. Dave?
13-10 to score, Taylor. Georgia Tech in front. And on the other side of the break, it's the halftime report. Zubin Mahenti, Joey Galloway, and E.J. Manuel.
Now that I'm a mom.
Georgia Tech versus Colorado, getting close to the line.
For generations, Bay State Health has transformed lives across our community.
This summer,
Ally helps millions spend smarter and save more for the things that matter most to them. That's why we're the bank that...
Colorado versus Georgia Tech is going to be a really interesting game.
DC College Music, welcome to the show. What's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Y'all been turning around. Y'all been working out.
It was
Y'all been turning around.
That's what the right time. It's going to be in your favor. That's what I'm saying.
In your favor.
Get ready. All right, let's check this out.
Hey, DC.
Yes.
Hey, DC. Salute, brother. Make sure I get you. We got a salute. Salute, brother.
To you, brother. Salute to you too, brother. Let me kick out some stats real quick.
Yes, sir. Let's go over the stats.
All right. So, passing yards. Georgia Tech 97. Colorado 48 rushing yards. Georgia Tech 182. Colorado 71. First down, Georgia Tech 19, Colorado 4. Third down efficiency 4-6. Colorado 2-6. Total plays, Georgia Tech 42, Colorado 23.
We got the point. We got the point. We got.
Hold
No,
on.
no, hold on, hold on.
What
Get
is this?
me fast. What are you talking
In
about?
time of possession.
This is part of the show.
Time of possession, Georgia Tech 19 minutes and 8 seconds. Colorado 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
Those turnovers are the hugest difference in them games.
Yeah, one half. In one half, Georgia Tech has put 279 yards on you. And this is with the fumbling three turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception.
Yep.
Y'all, twice the time of possession. Oh, dog, that's woo-wee, man.
Let's just say the score does not reflect. Wait. Did we say twice the time of what was the possession? Say it again, please.
It was 19 minutes, 8 seconds to 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
Basically, that's double, man.
You don't win this way.
You're using girl math,
unless they beat you.
Yeah.
Unless they beat themselves. So my thing is, the reason why I'm gonna highlight the time of possession is because in Wild Dog, all y'all are gonna know this. Fourth quarter, if your defense has been out there running around trying to catch people, and we've been talking about the linebackers, and we've been talking about like cornerbacks and safeties coming up and making tackles, and I'm watching folks get run over. The fourth quarter can get ugly on you. So I'm hoping they go in and change some stuff. But glad to be in the chat. Let's talk.
But they've already worn us down because most of all that work they put in on us was the last 3 drives.
Man.
They just graphic. The work they really put in on us was the last 3 drives. The first 3 drives, okay, it was kind of stifled, 12 plays. The last 3 drives, 32 plays. So, man.
Hampshaw Lumber has everything you need to throw the perfect backyard barbecue. We've got top brands like Weber, Trick.
Georgia Tech is really putting it on Colorado.
So, if you
Yeah, this doesn't look good for Colorado. Stats is against us.
Ever wish you could paint radiant landscapes even if you're a beginner? In our free Radiant Acrylic Landscape Challenge, I'll show you step by step how to use light.
Let's hope this game right here is just a blimp, and you know we go on to win 11 more games. Because I don't want to see this type of performance again.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur before treatment gets.
Gotcha, bye-bye. Oh, nice. Number one! Anything for the clean, crisp taste of bloodline.
Curiosity makes us older. Curiosity makes you look closer.
Yep.
Reach higher.
The quarterback from Texas. Okay, so this was playing really good, but you just need to focus on the details and get things done.
The OG's in the building, Kate, Jane.
To be without college. That's why.
Colorado will win this game.
So I don't know.
So here's my concern so far that I see what's going on. First of all, I think the number one concern right now for me is the coaching play calling on offense. We are not offensively doing anything to make us effective. Or I should say, Pat Shermer or whoever's really making the play calling. I don't know if it's Dion or not. I think the problem is that I think they're doing the same thing as last year. Is using you're plugging in Salter where he's not comfortable in, and he needs to be in his own style of offensive play calling. And if you saw at the very beginning, we actually started running very well, but we kind of got away with that, and that's where a concern of mine is.
Yeah, the running did go down for a bit. But Colorado's not solely a running team, you know. They throw and run. They're kind of 50-50 balance.
Discover the perfect side dish with
He's going back-to-back. The mission starts in about 14 hours against Texas. EJ, put your quarterback hat on because there's been so much ink spilled on both signal callers here. But in your estimation, are these two young guys going to actually end up deciding this game, or could it be another factor?
It's going to be the defenses in this matchup. You look at Sonny Styles, you look at Kenyatta Jackson Jr. also on the defensive
Texas
line.
versus Ohio
Can you
State.
apply pressure and get Arch Manning off his spot? And then the same thing
That's
for Texas.
that's a really
good rush ends.
nice game.
One of the best in the country, and also Anthony Hill Jr. Two young quarterbacks, but also inexperienced. The defense can pull them a little bit, give some defense opportunities to turn.
The keys to the car, he's going to have to make some plays, and sometimes that means throw the ball away. A lot of times, just hey, let's live to play another day. It's going to make some plays in this game. It's going to matter to Ohio State. Won't matter to Texas if he makes a bad decision.
to the top of your level right now because I see y'all getting blocked, and I don't want to see that. I see some of y'all getting blocked out there, man. I see some of y'all jogging to the football. We're giving up too many runs up the middle in between the tackles for positive yardage.
Man, let me tell you something. We got some bad run fits too.
Absolutely.
Now I'm not saying the linebackers play poorly, but we have had some busts in run coverage up the alley somewhere earlier today. Look, we ain't doing no pause. We talking football. That's for the morning run. We jumping. We ain't playing right now. These two.
Rob Livingston, come out and do his thing. Come out and do his thing. That's what we need. Rob Livingston, defense, him and George Hilo, come out, make the adjustments. Now, normally that's what we do. We make the adjustments. If we make the adjustments, we gonna be out in there. We gonna be out in there. If we can make the adjustments, they come out and shut them screens down, shut them quick passes, and it's like they do the dink and dunk. That's really what they've been doing. Dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
Yeah, it's hard to, I don't really have the words right now. Just, equal parts, crushed that we're done playing, road ends for us this year. And, equal parts just proud of what we did. It's hard to.
Just shocking. Trevor Lawrence has finally exposed the real reason why so many NFL veterans can't stand Travis Hunter. And trust me, it's not just about football. For months, the Jaguars locker room has been buzzing with whispers, rumors, and full-blown confrontations. But now, we've got brand new details from an updated report that lay everything bare. What started as excitement over a once-in-a-generation two-way player has spiraled into drama that's threatening to tear Jacksonville apart. And before we dive into this explosive story, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because this is going to be a good one. And I once again have to ask seriously, what's really going on behind closed doors? Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on everything. From Trevor Lawrence's coded warnings to Hunter's off-field scandals, to the marriage bomb. If you want the great...
Georgia Tech,
Then choose your TV provider.
Colorado. It's a real high pressure game.
All in one place. Go to support.espn.com.
Next third and the fourth quarter is gonna be tense.
Speaking of support, you knew Georgia Tech was going to lean on the Texas A&M transfer. Haynes King, second half on the way from Boulder in just over 3 minutes.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
you use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Yes, boyfriend of the year. Did we say a lot? We meant oh.
First and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go dogs!
Yeah. So we need to...
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart.
People crazy.
Only at Domino's.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
you use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Go dogs!
Yeah. So we...
Welcome, my Pan-African sister. Welcome, my Pan-African sister. I repeat, welcome, my Pan-African sister. Welcome to my school. Everyone been saying that I would never open up my school, but you are my first Pan-African student sister, and I welcome you to my school.
Thank you, Dr. Hoover. I'm so excited to learn about Pan-Africanism. I'm so excited.
And I'm glad you're excited.
He's be putting something else, man.
This is more than a game.
Here's the thing. Laura was able to snag that last washer because she used my pay to access her pay early.
Fourth, throws interception. He had 2 all of last year.
For generations, Bay State Health has transformed lives across our community.
Saturday nights on Ion is our night. Let's go! Double headers every Saturday at 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern. The new Saturday Night Out is on Ion all season long.
Voracek, Taylor McGregor with you. And Georgia Tech has settled down since those giveaways. And they're on pace for about 600 yards of total offense. Colorado does be on pace for about 250. So how do they get going offensively? Well, I think they need to run the football. I thought they had success with Michael Welch, with Price, having the football off early. I think Kate Salters even run the ball well. But they haven't stuck to it. I think in the second half, you find a way to really try to establish the run and soften up this Georgia Tech defense. It's interesting. We're told we'd see some of Juju Lewis, the freshman phenom 17-year-old quarterback. But it's been all Katie Salter so far at QB for the Buffaloes. And they will try to run it here. Or just the suggestion of breaking right down the sidelines. Michael Welch. He stepped out of bounds at the 47, but a great start to the third, a gain of 22. Well, they saw Georgia Tech run so much counter, they drove themselves, pull backside guard, pull the backside tackle, and they're able to get a crease for Michael Welch. Doesn't take much. Good patience, running behind his blockers, and then the burst through the hole. Great way to start this second half. I would continue to give 29 the football. He didn't get enough touches in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a big point of emphasis here in the second.
That's their longest run play of the day. Second longest play overall tonight for Colorado.
Welch again
Went through between the tackles. I think number 6 was checking the tail.
Danny Britke told me, he told his team at the half, I am proud of you. You were able to put those turnovers behind you and play our brand of football. He even had a smile on his face, much different than what we saw after the first quarter. He said, we will continue our brand of football, which we know they love to run the football. 182 yards in the first half. I would expect that to continue. Also, Malik Rutherford is questionable for the second half.
Yeah, he's not played, Taylor, since that first series, and he's their best receiver.
3 straight run plays
Off the left side this time. And coming up short on the first down as well. It's tackled by Matthew Alexander. So third down in a couple.
A third medium here. I think give Caden Salter the opportunity to call his own number. A little read zone. He's able to read the defense, potentially get out to the perimeter, bring in a bigger running back here in Simeon Price. And keep this on the ground.
Colorado on the move.
Salter on the rollout, looking towards the sideline, and throws incomplete in traffic. Pressure from Kyle Kiefer. First time we called his name.
Run the ball, Colorado. Y'all getting away from running the ball. Run the ball.
And Eaper gives a big shot here at the end of this play. The leader of this defense comes barreling down. And I like this decision to start the second half. I didn't like the decision that third down call. This offensive line of Colorado, when they get the opportunity, at runs, they're getting movement up front. They've added size. They've added a lot of new pieces. Trust that offensive
Colorado on the move.
Maybe just trying to draw, take it down. Not sure I agree with that decision this early in the third. Just take the delay of game at that point. We're going to do it. They will. Don't bring a timeout. And now you've got Buck Buchanan. He's got a pretty strong leg. He's made a 57-yarder. And had they not taken the penalty, it would have been quite a long field goal. But still, you got a guy that's made it close to 60 before.
You would have needed that answer. I think it would have been about 62 from the 45.
He made a 53-yarder with ease in pregame warm-ups. But took the penalty, and now we'll send on Breed to try to pin Georgia Tech deep. Breed has done it. Put the ball at the 2-yard line on a punt in the first quarter. This one a little bit shorter, and the fair catch made by Rivers at the 13. All right, time now for our Aflac trivia questions. So Deion Sanders, when he played at Florida State, 14 career interceptions. That's tied for third most in school history. Who is he tied with? I'll give you a hint. He will be on television this weekend.
For the last time.
Yes, this is Galichi TV closing off this year. Colorado 11-1. I'm not 100% sure if they're gonna make it to the Big 12 championship or the college football playoff, but one thing I do know is it's gonna be a big year.
First down. Wrapped up in the backfield is